Forbes Media Chair, Editor-in-Chief Steve Forbes. Steve, what do you make of this New York Times story here? Pelosi and her husband have repeatedly been accused of using inside information to benefit themselves. Lawmakers say this is corruption. She's saying this is just a free market. Is that really the free market?
No, it is not the free market when you have secret information that other people don't have. Pelosi is right in saying that members of Congress should participate in the free market economy of America, which they've done so much the Democrats to undermine. But there's a way to do it. We all know how to do it right, and that is allow them to invest in broad-based indexes like the S&P 500 instead of individual stocks. They can go into these broad index funds. But what she was doing, her husband was doing, she said she never traded a stock, and her husband got this wonderful information by osmosis, it really undermines trust in Congress. And that's what even the New York Times is noticing now. It undermines trust in public officials, that they're making a lot of money on the side by having information that the public does not have.
She's not specifically answering questions about how she and her husband did it. You know, they have an estimated net worth of $275 million to $280 million. She beat Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, nearly tripled its return over the last decade, and she outperformed the S&P 500 by nearly 560 points. It's so lucrative. There's a cottage industry of copycats on Wall Street trying to mimic their trades.
Well, that's right. And if they were doing it in an up-and-up way, they could write a great book that would sell millions of copies, and they'd get even richer that way. But we all know that something smells there. Something's rotten in the state of Denmark, as Shakespeare said in a different context. It's rotten here. And the American people are reacting to it. So index funds, fine. The rest of it, no.
Is this a big part of her legacy now? What do you think?
I think it is, because a lot of the legislation that she's patting herself on the back for, we now know did the economy much harm, whether it's allowing a lot of regulation, whether there's massive spending bills that went far beyond the needs of the emergency of the COVID crisis, and we're still cleaning up the mess today. So when you look at what actually she achieved, yeah, she was a great fundraiser. She had a real whip over that caucus, made them do what she wanted them to do. So in that effect, she was very successful. But in terms of what she actually did with those tools and her so-called legislative success, did real damage to the American economy. And we're going to have to spend quite a bit of time overcoming it. We will, but it's not a legacy that you're going to boast about to your grandchildren.
Thank you so much, Steve Forbes. Always wonderful to see you again.